578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
Proving what one man can achieve with an utter lack of charisma.
One of the great achievements of our time.
Alan Cox.
On 100.7 WMMS.
Great band here called In Visions. No metal show this Saturday night. We do a show called 2 Hours to Midnight. Normally Saturdays at 10 o'clock. Me and Corey Roddick, Pat Butler. There's too much stuff going on this weekend. So we will return on August the 12th to lay that out for you. If you're a metal fan, it's a great time. It's me and Corey and Pat just throwing stuff in that we dig. Brand new metal, classics, stuff you want to hear. If you're in a local band, send me your stuff, metal band. 2htm@wmms.com is the email. We always post the playlists because it is only live. There's no podcast version of the show. You can go to WMMS.com, hit the 2 Hours to Midnight page, or the Facebook page we have. I post those playlists week to week. And there's some intrepid listener who has been making Spotify playlists of each week's show. To seek that out if you want. They announced that they're going to run that RTA line again, but just for Browns games. If you take that line, what line is that? It's the
red line, I thought.
Waterfront line. Is it the red line?
I don't know.
Why isn't it the brown line?
Should be the brown line.
They haven't had it running
Brown and
since
orange line.
2021, and it won't be in full service until next year, but they'll only run it for Browns home games. That's the one that goes from Tower City to East 9th. I've only taken the RTA one time, I think. It was years ago. I got picked up in Lakewood, but it was when we were doing something downtown. And I took it from Tower City into Lakewood. It was fine.
Yeah, I take it from time to time.
Yeah, it's
When there's like a ton of events. Now that I have parking, it's not as much of a
not as big of a deal.
But like, 2016, I took it a bunch because there was so much going on between the World Series and the Cast Championship and the Republican our
National
RNC.
Convention.
Yeah. RNC, all that stuff. So.
Well, and it's as with any public transportation, it sucks for people who use it all the time to get around when they shut things down. They're shutting the a couple of weeks. They're shutting down the blue and green line they have to do track work, obviously, but it's people have to switch to the bus or whatever. But I mean, I grew up taking public transportation, and it's great. I love it. Sucks in the winter. If you're in the Midwest, really sucks in the winter when you're waiting on the platform and it's 12 degrees. And they have the heaters in the shed there, but everybody's crowding around. You don't want to be staying to somebody that close. And they're not that warm. It's hot right on top of your head, but not so much anywhere else. Something that made me happy. I'm just happy that the booger eaters here on my show work here and not in the healthcare field. We established some months ago that our own William Scott Squire and our own Mary Lynn Louise Santora are both proud, inveterate booger eaters.
Proud? We just said it happens. Or it has happened before.
They've determined that...
Yeah, I never said I was proud of it. I'm not going to lie.
We admitted that it was gross.
Yeah.
Healthcare workers who pick their noses are more likely to develop the coronavirus than those who did not do that.
It's probably across the board.
You're a healthcare worker. Yeah, but if you're in healthcare, keep your goddamn finger out of your nose. You going to be touching me next?
Yes.
That's why I said, I'm glad you booger eaters work here and are not in the healthcare industry.
You don't know what else I'm doing.
Right.
That is
Maybe
true.
I'm a doctor on the side.
That is true. Are you?
I'm not telling you.
Well, if you don't count Witch Doctor, yeah. You guys have medical side hustles? You can tell me.
I mean, I'll do surgeries. I'm not a licensed doctor.
Squifle Tower has had,
It's a hobby.
you'll see patients coming in
It's
and
a
out
hobby.
sometimes.
I don't want it to become a
A
The
job.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poundcake's always out there trying to take dudes' temperatures. So you could be forgiven for thinking that something else was going on. But, boy, that seems to be, and I'm no, what are they called? Medician. But, sorry, doctor is what I was looking for. But I would certainly think that if you were in the healthcare field, maybe not a great idea. Because there are those people that'll try to convince you about the health benefits of eating your boogers. Stop it. Nobody's doing that for their health.
No, you do it for
You're
the
not living in the
flavor.
woods. What?
You do it for the flavor.
The flavor.
No.
See,
No,
that's
you-
where the pride
you do
comes
it.
in.
No.
Don't try to lead me astray with the we're not proud. You're very proud of it. You
I'm
would have
just
never
honest
copped
about
to
it.
it had you not been proud of it.
Oh,
That's
I-
not true at all.
Of course it is. You'd be awash in shame. You'd keep it to yourself.
But you're also not going to lie.
People lie all the time.
Not us.
If there's a must-lie situation, it would be, do you eat your boogers as an adult? That is a must-lie situation.
You also make it sound like it's something we do all the time. Like it's like a
I don't
hobby.
know. I didn't think you did it at all. So it's cold comfort to say, well, I don't do it all the time.
Right.
How frequently is gross? I'd say at all is
Wait,
gross.
Do it right now.
Huh?
So you want me to do it right now?
Yeah.
Well, are you like Bill? Do you do it for the flavor?
I do it for the people.
The
For the
flavor.
vitamins?
For the flavor? For the vitamins. Oh,
vitamins?
vitamins. Right. If you listen on iHeartRadio, the app, you can always leave us little talkback messages there.
What up, Alan? It's a question for Mary. We all have celebrities we fantasize about getting with. And we always imagine it being good or going well. She has admitted in the past that she was a size queen. So if she was to bump into John Mayer at a resort, they hook up, he drop draws, bam, 3 to 4 inches. Do she think that would change her impression of him? Like every time she hears his music, that's all she'll think about. All right.
Yeah, that would bum me out. That would bum me out big time.
If John Mayer was poorly hung.
Yeah. I mean,
You're
can
calling
still-
into question, you'd be conflating his physical masculinity with his artistic wizardry.
Well, it wouldn't change how much I like his music, but I would be upset about it.
Well, of course.
Like, that's not what you're hoping
You want to
for.
think of him as having a knee shooter, right?
Yeah, you're not hoping that someone pulls down their pants and it's 3 inches. I'm not. I've never met someone who's like that.
Have you ever you never had a 3-incher before?
No, I have,
Oh,
but it's
okay, I
not
was
what you're.
gonna say.
That's
fingers
why she's a
crossed.
size queen.
You're
Nobody
not like,
goes, please,
please.
make it
Like,
under 5
Right.
at the very least.
And I'm not saying that if you've got 3 inches that you can't work with it. Might be very good and talented with
Mary's
other parts
all
of his body.
hoity-toity, but she's a size queen.
I mean, John Mayer, he's working
She's
with
royalty.
he's working with those fingers. Based on what he can do to a guitar, I'm sure he's probably
Yeah,
doing
callous
all right.
fingers.
They might not be callous,
but a guitar is not a vagina.
but he can move them fast.
It's
Yeah,
If- areas.
it's about
If
the
he
speed.
plays guitar, his fingers are calloused.
They don't have to be.
But they probably are.
Yeah, but you don't know that.
Is it pig?
He also
No, but
plays the
you don't know
piano.
they're not.
Blisters on me.
My fingers. I got blisters.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'd be.
Maybe get a blister on your thumb. Mark Knopfler was installing microwave ovens. He had blisters all over. Okay, but the answer to
I'd be bummed out. I'd
his
be
question,
upset.
bummed out.
Yeah, it wouldn't change the way I listen to his music, but I would be like, man, I hope you know what you're doing.
Especially since you guys would already have a celebrity portmanteau. You know, Ben Affleck and J-Lo, or it was J Fleck or whatever they called them, right? You guys would be John Mayer.
John Mayer.
Oh,
Sure.
Think of that.
It's already built in.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, that would be sad for me.
Now, what if John Mayer was well hung, but found out that you're a booger eater?
He doesn't care. I'm sure he's
You
had
don't think
worse.
so?
No.
What do
He's
you
had
think made
worse.
What do you
Rock
think made this
stars-
body a wonderland,
Yeah,
John?
come on now.
It's boogers.
Your booger is a wonderland.
He might stick his tongue straight up my nose. I don't know what he's into.
That's true.
That might be his thing.
You don't know.
Well, his
You
penis is
never
racist, so-
ever know. Yeah, he did say that, didn't he?
Mhm.
That he had a racist penis.
Did he say what size it is?
Said people think it's 9 inches, but he's not gonna say whether it is or not.
Yeah, I thought the rap on him was that he was packing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
But again, that is the vibe that you want to put out there.
I saw a picture of him in like that. Not Norbit. Who's the guy running around in the little green bikini?
Borat?
Borat. I don't know why I was thinking Norbit.
Norbit. My wife. You know.
Yeah, he wore that Borat bikini on like a yacht somewhere. And there was
Norbit is the big fat.
Eddie Murphy.
He plays a big fat lady. That's Norbit's wife.
Yeah.
Rasputia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, you're the one who saw Norbit. Good for you.
Yeah. He was wearing the Borat bikini on a yacht, and paparazzi took pictures of him. So you
How
can
was
kind
he
of
looking?
look.
Mr. Bulge?
Google it. You can see it. Like he had a nice bulge.
John.
And he was well shaved too. He didn't have any
Bulge.
he had like a bikini line and everything.
The bikini line. All right. Well, I mean, you know, when he was, for a little bit when he was doing stand-up, you figured that might be the best opportunity for somebody to be up close and be, like, eye level with his midsection.
I'm not finding anything, Cody.
I swear it's there. I saw it in, like, People magazine.
John Mayer yacht?
Yeah, on yacht. And it's lime green. How could you miss it? It popped right up for me. It
Because
says,
I typed in John Mayer bulge.
okay, well, it wasn't that. I said Borat bikini, and it's lime green.
It's like a neon green, right?
Yeah, you can see everything.
Does it look good?
Google it, son.
I'm trying.
Damn, we're on real.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Ew.
No.
Ew is what she
That's a no
ended
for
up
me.
Well,
with.
because that's an ugly. I don't.
All right,
That's
I'll
a
show a
weird
picture. I'll
bathing
show a
suit.
picture here on the
That's
live
such a weird
stream.
bathing suit.
John Mayer in the Borat thing here.
I don't think he would decide to wear it
There
if
you
he
go.
didn't think it was hot.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, I think he's wearing that as a joke. No, he's wearing that because they think it's
Because
hot.
it looks good. It's a goof.
It's a
Yeah,
goof.
but if you didn't look good in it, like
The
if,
goofier it is, the funnier.
yeah,
Like
but he's
the-
a hot guy, so he could wear anything, and everyone's like, okay, but he does kind of pull it off though.
Nobody pulls that off. It is fundamentally a joke. That's why Sacha Baron Cohen did it for Borat. That's why John Mayer's doing it. Like, people weren't buying this ahead of time and going, man, I'm going to put this with all my Cabana wear.
I think that's my new Halloween costume. Now that I'm,
You in this thing in
Now
the
that you're
Borat?
fit.
yeah, I'll wear that.
Oh, we got that figured out. We have a lot of bureau chiefs there in the great state of New Jersey, the Garden State. I was thinking of Jackie, who lives in Paramus, New Jersey. She's about 15 minutes from Westwood, New Jersey, right there on the river. And they have closed down the very last KMart in the state of New Jersey. That leaves the entire continental United States with only 2 KMarts.
I didn't think we had that many.
Well, they still need a place to ship your pants, so they will let you do that if you want to.
Ship my pants? Right here? Ship my pants? You're kidding. You can ship your pants right here. You hear that? I can ship my pants for free.
Wow, I just may ship my pants.
Yeah, ship your pants. Billy, you can ship your pants too.
I can't wait to ship my pants, Dad.
I just shipped my pants, and it's very convenient.
Very convenient.
I just shipped my drawers.
I just shipped my nightie.
I just shipped my bed. If you can't find what you're looking for in store, we'll find it at Kmart.com right now and ship it to you for free.
I like how there's like a group hug at the end of that commercial.
Yeah.
That commercial is 10 years old. That should have single-handedly saved Kmart.
I've never heard of this.
You never saw Ship My Pants?
No.
I thought that was an SNL.
What was
skit.
the follow-up? They did another play on words.
Oh.
There was a hot minute there where Kmart was like, man, we have to throw everything at the wall and see what sticks because we got to save this. And I think it was too little too late. But that 10 years ago, they did Ship My Pants. And it didn't. Again, Kmart is another great example of doing it to yourselves, screwing yourselves.
Big gas discounts.
Big gas discounts.
Yeah.
Not as fun as Ship My Pants.
Ship my
but
pants is
Big gas discounts. Big gas savings.
Ugh, I hate these big ass prices.
Sounds like you could use some big ass savings.
I'd love some big ass savings.
Kmart Shop Your Way members save 30 cents a gallon.
30 cents a gallon? That's a big ass discount.
Big ass discount.
A really big ass discount.
You know, Ship My Pants is funnier. It's more fun than that. But the same people. So imagine you get the call back. They're like, hey, you were so great in Ship My Pants
Round
that we
two,
want you
babe.
for big gas savings. Right. But anyway, they're in, since we have bureau chiefs nearby, whoever lives in Paramus, Jackie there, that may have been her Kmart. But again, Kmart was another company. Instead of putting the profits back into the stores, they kept paying out dividends to shareholders. Right? Late stage capitalism. It's been on the menu for a while. Hey, should we put this into the actual experience that the people who spend money and create these dividends? Nope. So that's why those stores, it didn't take much to get a leg up on Kmart because the stores always looked faded and they looked grungy.
Yeah.
There was never money for like revamps or anything. So you'd see like
Looks all those blue light
the
specials.
shelves were falling out, the lighting was busted, and so it's a great.
Yeah, they built it once and then there was no
That's right.
maintenance. But it was such a big deal when they built that Super K in Medina. It was such a big deal.
And there was one out in Seven Hills too, I think.
But the Medina one was the first one in the entire country.
Yep.
So it was national news. They're making a store that has clothes and groceries and bikes
but also
and all these different things.
But Kmart basically handed the high ground to like these other big retailers like Walmart, Target.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have to do price wars. All they had to do was make sure all the light bulbs work, mop the floors. All you had to do was make it look better than Kmart, and you were winning. So Kmart kind of did. So anyway, the one there in the very last one in the state of New Jersey is closed, which means there are only 2 Kmart's left in the continental United States. There's a small mall in southwest Miami, and there's another one in Suffolk County out on Long Island, Bridgehampton, New York. Those are the last 2 Kmart. They've got them like in the American Virgin Islands and Guam and all that kind of stuff. Those will never close because you need places like that out there. But you don't need them in the continental U.S. And how those are staying open, I don't know.
And I was going to say that, like, when you're a manager at one of the U.S. locations, do you always think that your job is on the chopping block? Like, do you think, like, next week, I don't know if we're going to be here. Like,
I think anybody in retail, I mean, Target used to be, like I said, in the early days, all you had to do was make your store look better than Kmart. And now Target's basically doing the same thing. There's boxes in the aisles, They used to have like a Target uniform. People who work there. Khaki pants, red polo shirt. Now they're like, anything red, put it on. So there's like, if somebody in a red T-shirt, somebody else in a red turtleneck, somebody, So, I don't know.
We did all of our school shopping at Kmart because they had layaway.
So did we.
So
we didn't use layaway, but I mean, it was cheap.
Well, that's why we did it. Is because
Blue light special.
We would get layaway, so we would get like 2 outfits to take with us for the first day of school, to get us through that first week or whatever, 2 or 3 outfits. And then my dad would have to pay on it weekly when he got paid. And then we would go pay on our layaway and get like another outfit, like go pay on it and get a pair of shoes. And that was the only place we ever went.
And Kmart had the cafeteria. When I was a kid, they had like a full-on cafeteria. Down the road, they basically just put Little Caesars in Kmart's.
Yeah, I don't remember it having it. Or at least the one on Bagley Road in Middleburg Heights. That's the one we went to. I don't remember that one.
Yeah, when I was a kid, they had the Kmart cafeteria.
and it was so good, though.
It was like a legit full-on cafeteria.
Like I remember, I think they had like a burger. I think it was just like a signature burger that Kmart had, and I would get it all the time with like a huge slushie.
Yeah.
I used to have to pee all the time there.
Attention Kmart shoppers, the whole bit. Yeah. Well, anyway, the people. Red Light Special, right? The TLC song. You knew what they were singing about, but it was a play on Blue Light Special from Kmart.
Mm-hmm.
They were just hoeing it up. I got a break here. If you want to send a text, 35192, AlanCoxShow.com for everything else, and we'll be back.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 W.